Yo, what's good with y'all? In today's video, I got the how to make how to make the what is that thing called again? I'm be real, I forgot. I forgot. What's that move called from the strongest battlegrounds? Yeah, crushing pull. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a long day, but anyway. Yeah. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how to make crushing pull move and stuff. Obviously, it's not 100%, 100% replica. I looked at it and then I recreated it, but also made it in just like my own type of ability rather than like literally just copying the exact thing. So yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and get straight into the video. Oh, thank you guys for all the love and support you guys been showing the channel. I really do appreciate it. Shout out to all my Discord subscribers as well as my channel members and stuff. We are almost to 10,000 subscribers. Keep going, guys. We're so close. Anyway, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Okay. So as you guys can see, right, if you guys see I have a slam sound, I mean, yeah, I'll wait to get into that honestly after. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's insert a remote event into replicated storage. I'm gonna rename this remote event to combat event. Then I'm gonna go ahead and head over to starter player, open up starter player, then click the plus icon by starter player scripts. You're gonna insert a local script. Boom, rename that local script to combat script. In parentheses you're going to put local, right? Then you're going to delete print hello world. We're going to spend like maybe 2 minutes on the script, really not long at all. So first thing first, we're going to create a variable for the user input service. So let's say local UIS is equal to game get service user input service. Then you're going to create a variable for the combat remote event. So local combat event is equal to game that replicated storage wait for child combat event, right? Then we're going to set up the function. You're going to say UIS that input began connect function in parentheses put input processed enter. Then we're going to say if input dot user input type is equal to enum dot user input type dot keyboard and not process, which pretty much means the player is not typing in chat. Then enter. Then I'm going to say if input dot keycode is equal to enum dot keycode dot e or whatever keybind you want, then enter. And you're gonna say combat event fire server in quotation marks. You're gonna put crushing pull or whatever you want to name the event, right? And just like that, we are literally done with the local script. The server script is like 100 lines, so that's where we're really gonna spend most of our time. Then head on over to server script service. You're gonna want to insert a server script. Boom. And then you're going to want to click the plus icon, insert animation. So again, all this stuff is optional. If you don't want animations, you don't have to have it. So I got a dropkick animation. Like I said, it's a little different. So instead of doing like in the strongest battlegrounds, it's more so like it reaches their hand out, pulls them towards them, and then like kind of slams them on the ground. This is more of like a drop kick and stuff. It's actually the Gojo animation from like when he was, being Miguel type shit, you know what I'm saying? Then we have the knockdown animation, which is just, the enemy just getting like knocked down. Like when they, when they're pulled towards the person using the move, they're gonna like fall all the way down and stuff, right? So yeah, you're gonna drop all those animations into the script, right? Parent them, you guys have to use your own animation ID, and then I have a slam sound. Literally go to the toolbox, go to audio, and just type slam. You'll be able to find it, and this is my audio and stuff. And yeah, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Okay, so let's rename the script to combat script. In parentheses, you're gonna put server. We're going to delete print hello world. We're gonna need to create 4 variables. First, we got to get our services. So let's get the tween service first. Local TS is equal to game get service. Get service tween service. Then I'm going to create a variable for the debris service. Local DS is equal to game get service debris. Then we're going to say local SS is equal to game get service the sound service for our sound effects. And then lastly, same thing with the combat remote event. Like literally just gonna copy the combat event. So we can really just go to the local script and then just copy that. So selected, Control C, Control V, right? Then I'm gonna say game. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to skip 2 lines. I'm gonna say game.players that player added connect function in parentheses put PLR of the player. Enter. This is setting up the function so that we can add a hitbox for our players and stuff, so that we can that's a better way to do combat. We're using raycasting. We're using a combination of raycasting and hitboxes. So if you watch my other combat videos, you already know what we're gonna type. I'm gonna say player.character added connect function in parentheses put character. Enter. You're then going to create the hitbox. So local hitbox is equal to instance.new in quotation marks. You're going to put part parent this to the characters humanoid root part. Enter. Then you're going to say I'm at hitbox. We're gonna set the property, so hitbox.name is equal to hitbox, then hitbox.anchored is equal to false, hitbox.massless is equal to true, hitbox.canCollide is equal to false, hitbox.canTouch is equal to false, hitbox.transparency is equal to 1. Oh, sorry, the can touch actually doesn't matter, and I don't know why I included that from before, but anyway, hitbox.transparency is equal to 1 unless you're testing, hitbox.size is equal to vector3 new, then in parentheses, for me, I put 5, 6, 5.5, oh, sorry, not 5.5, 2.5. And then after hitbox.color is equal to color3.new outline with red, so 1, 0, 0 for testing purposes. Then lastly, you're going to set the C frame, so hitbox pivot to character.humanoid root part.c frame, right? Then we're going to get started on the second function. So I'm going to say combat event dot on server event connect function in parentheses put PLR register for the player, comma event type. We didn't send over any information, so there's no need for any arguments. Then press enter, right? Then first things first, we're going to create a variable for our player's character, of course. So I'm going to say local character is equal to player.character. Then let's set up the if statement. So I'm going to say if, wait, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know what's happening anyway. If event type is equal to quotation marks, I already know the name of the event, crushing pull, or whatever you name the event, it doesn't matter. But we're going to first get the starting position, so start position, which is equal to character.humanoid root part.hitbox.position. Then you're going to get the direction. Direction is equal to character.humanoid root part.hitbox.cframe.look vector. Then I'm going to create the raycast params. So local raycast params is equal to raycast params.new. I'm going to say raycast params dot filter type is equal to enum dot raycast filter type dot exclude. Then raycast params dot filter descendant instances is equal to special brackets then character get descendants, right? Then I'm going to create the ray, so we're going to say local ray is equal to workspace raycast for the start position, comma, then direction, comma, then the raycast params, right? Then I'm going to set the if statement, so if ray and ray dot instance and ray dot instance dot name and wait, oh, sorry. And ray instance dot name is equal to, because this is actually, I don't usually do this, is equal to hitbox and stuff, right? Because we're also going to create a hitbox for the enemy, so we like the NPC, so we could actually test. This is, I'm not going to set up a whole thing for players and stuff, but yeah, hitbox. And lastly, ray dot instance dot parent humanoid dot health is of course greater than 0. We only want to be able to, obviously attack other players and stuff, they're alive and stuff, you know what I mean? So then I'm going to create a variable for the enemy character. So I'm going to say local enemy character is equal to ray dot instance dot parent. Then I'm going to set up a for loop and stuff. I'm going to use green highlights instead of green particles, like in songs Battlegrounds. I think it's like these particle emitters. For this, I'm just doing I'm literally just doing highlights. So I'm going to say for I comma v in pairs. You're going to say, make sure you're doing the right one. So make sure it's enemy character, not regular character. Enemy character, get children. And so you're then going to say if v is a mesh part, or, because that's for R15. So, or v is a part. So R15 covers R15 and R6, right? So if it's either a mesh part or a regular part, you're then going to create the highlight. Local highlight is equal to instance.new in quotation marks put highlight parented to v, which is going to be the body parts like the right arm, the left arm, the right leg, the left leg. Then you're going to set the properties. You're going to say highlight.adorny is equal to v. Then you're going to say highlight fill color. You set this to literally whatever you want, but for me, I set this to green, of course, because that's the color of the strongest battlegrounds. So I think it was like 0.33 comma 1 comma 0. I'm sorry, Thank you. Sorry. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So then I'm gonna say highlight dot fill transparency is equal to 0.5. Except again, it's really up to y'all. The transparency, the color, that's really up to y'all, honestly. Then I'm gonna say highlight dot outline color. I went with just white. Yeah, just white, honestly. So 200, so 255 all across the board, right? And then that was the last property. So we're done with that one. We can click the arrow here to make sure we're going out the right one. And then the next thing, I'm going to set up the animation tracks ahead of time so to ensure that they've already been loaded. I was experiencing an issue where like the animation tracks weren't loaded, so this is just to ensure they're already loaded ahead of time. So the enemy AT, which is short for animation track, we're going to do enemy character dot humanoid dot animator load animation, and you're going to say script regular bracket quotation marks, get your animation. So for the enemy, they should be getting knocked down, so it would be the knockdown animation, right? We're not playing animations just yet, right? And then you can really just copy and paste this. So control C, control V, of course change enemy AT to AT, and then change enemy character to character, and then lastly change the animation. This word, we're doing the knock me down, so we're gonna have the dropkick animation, right? Then I'm going to do this a little differently. Normally I would use linear velocity to handle like the knockback effect, but the problem is what like knockback is easier because it's like you're just pushing someone back, so it's like there's not really like much like smoothness needed. But with this, it's like you're pulling them towards you, so you kind of want it to be smooth type thing. So with that being said, I actually used a different method and stuff. ChatGPT helped me with this because Lord knows I know no other way. We're gonna create the first attachment. So I'm gonna say local attachment. I'm gonna try my best to explain this. In all honesty, I don't fully understand it, but I'm gonna say local attachment. This is attachment 0. Sorry, is equal to instance dot new in quotation marks attachment. You're going to parent this attachment to the enemy character's humanoid root part. So enemy character dot humanoid root part, right? Into then you're gonna create another attachment. So literally the same thing. Attachment 1 is equal to instance dot new quotation marks attachment. This time you're gonna parent it to the regular character's humanoid root part. So character dot humanoid root part, right? And then after that, you're going to create something called an align position. So align position and stuff is equal to instance dot new. All of these are literally connected to help ensure that it's smooth and that they the enemy moves towards it's kind of pushed or pulled towards the player, the attacking player. Then this you're going to parent to the enemy character's humanoid root part. As for the properties, you're going to say align position dot max force is equal to 5.9. So boom, align position. Then you're going to set the max velocity. So max velocity is equal to, so this is like how smooth it's really going to be, stuff like how fast and how smooth it is. So you can really play around with this number and stuff. Like the higher the number, the faster the move and stuff. So y'all can really play with that and see what you like and stuff. So then after that, I'm gonna say align position. Sorry, sorry, that's actually the wrong thing. What is this handle again? Not max velocity. Oh yeah, speed. So I think it does adjust for the speed, but it's another property that actually handles like how smooth it is. That I think that's just overall like just what you're trying to cap the speed out. I think it's really just a cap on the speed, honestly. So the next thing though is the rigidity rigidity enabled. Yes, that yes. I don't know why I couldn't read for a second. Rigidity enabled. Yes, that's false. Got me out here looking like I can't read. But anyway, I'm gonna say align position dot responsiveness is equal to 40. Now this is what you adjust for how smooth and how fast it is. So you adjust this number and stuff. You'll see differences. So then align position dot attachment 0 is of course equal to attachment 0. Then vice versa. Align position dot attachment 1 is equal to attachment 1, right? And then I honestly want to say we could just really just copy and paste this. So control C, right? And then control V, because we're going to save ourselves some time here. You're going to rename this to align orientation. This is to make sure, it's the correct orientation. So then control C, control V, control V, control V, control V, control V. Oh, control, boom, right? You parent to the enemy character's human root part, same thing. But make sure, of course, you change this to align orientation. The difference is max force is the same. You're gonna want to change you're gonna want to change the max velocity thing to primary. You're gonna want to change this to primary axis only, and then you want this to be set to false, right? We can delete that line, right? The responsiveness is still a property, and we keep that at 40. and stuff. Then down here, the attachment 0, attachment 1, that stays. But then right here in between, we're going to add a line. We're going to say align orientation. We're going to say dot cframe is equal to cframe dot new, or wait, sorry, cframe is equal to, I didn't get to that part yet, character dot humanoid root part dot cframe. And now we do times cframe dot new, or cframe dot angle, sorry, cframe dot angles. And then you're going to say math dot rad for radians, then 180 comma 0 comma 0, right? And then just like that, we're done with the align orientation. So then we're going to kind of do like a little ragdoll thing. So enemy character dot humanoid. Wait, did I actually keep actually no, never mind. I actually don't need that. I actually don't need that anymore. Or I don't think I did. Yeah, I don't think it really matters. But anyway, we're going to we're gonna use the debris service to add all the stuff to the debris service. So ds add item, of course, attachment 0 and then attachment 1, and then so you want to actually play around with this number. Usually we just do 0.1 seconds for knockback, but this is a little different. So it's all based on the distance, in my opinion, and stuff. If this video does well, I'll make a part 2 which showing you guys how to use if statements to check how far away they are from each other. Pretty much what this means is the bigger the number, the longer it'll last. And what they mean is like this, right? So if I have, like, let's say the spawn is a person, right? Let me duplicate it. It's a player, and this is another player, right? If it's at 0.3 and I try to use the ability from here, it'll be able to move them here, right? Like they'll be able to make it all the way here. But if they're all the way here and it's only 0.3 seconds, they'll just make it like right here. They won't make it all the way there. That's why it's probably for the best to have an if statement that calculates the distance between the enemy and the player so that you can see how long you want it to last for, which I will drop a part 2 showing you guys how to do that if the video does well. But let me just, okay, I'm good. I have to double check. But anyway, moving on. Next is ds add item attachment 1 comma 0.3 seconds, same thing. And then I'm going to check to ensure that the animation tracks have loaded. So if enemy AT and AT, then we're simply going to play them. So enemy AT play, and then regular AT play. Boom, right? Then go after the if statement. And then you're gonna wait about 3 seconds, 0.3 seconds. But this depends on how long your animations are and stuff. It's up to y'all. Oh, by the way, sorry, I forgot to do this actually. ss dot slam, you're gonna play your sound effect, right? And then yeah, you can adjust the wait times need be, and then we're gonna do damage. The whole point is you want it to be synced up to where like when the enemy is getting slammed on the ground, that's when the sound plays, as well as that's when they take damage. So humanoid that health is less than equal to Achos 15. You guys can choose whatever value you want. And then I'm gonna set up a little mini debris thing and stuff, which I got from my creators video and stuff. So I'm gonna show you guys. We're gonna set this up real quick. So let's create a variable for the debris amount. So debris amount is equal to 15. Local radius, how wide the craters would be, like how far they would be spread apart and stuff, 5. And then local increaser, of course, start at 1. You guys can play around with these numbers to get, you know, the desired crater and stuff. Then I'm gonna say 4i is equal to 1 comma debris amount, debris amount, right? Then enter, and then you're gonna say local angle is equal to, in parentheses, you're going to put 360 because that, you know, it's a full circle. Then divide that by debris amount, and then you're going to go on the outside and say you're going to multiply that times I, so it's different for each one, right? And then we're going to get to working on the offsets. So local offset x is equal to radius times math dot cosine stuff. You may remember this. Some most of the team, you know that. But anyway, math.rad, and then you're gonna put angle, and then you're gonna do something very similar. So really just copy and paste this, Control C, Control V. So this offset is going to be z. It's still radius times, this time instead of cosine, it's sine. So math.sine, right? And then you're gonna say math.rad angle, so that's the same. Now we're gonna create the actual debris part, right? So you're gonna say local debris is equal to instance.new, in quotation marks, you're going to put part. You're going to parent this to the workspace, enter. You're then going to say debris.name is of course equal to debris.I, so you'll know which debris is which, right? And then you're going to say debris.size is equal to vector3.new, put whatever size you want. I'm going with 2, 1.5, 2, right? Then debris.material is equal to enum.material. Oh, okay, that was the wrong thing. Debris.material. Oh, sorry. Debris.material is equal to enum.material.metal. Then debris dot color is equal to color 3 dot new. I just went with a gray, so I'm really just gonna, I don't really remember the numbers, so I'm just gonna put like a, I'm just gonna find a dark gray. Like, yeah, honestly, and stuff. But again, you guys can go whatever color y'all want. And then of course can't collide. Of course we want can't collide off, so can't collide is equal to false, right? And then you're gonna say debris. You're gonna set the C frame. So debris dot C frame. This is actually a lot. So you're gonna say C frame dot new, and parentheses you're gonna put character, regular character, character dot humanoid, root part dot position. Go on the outside. Then you're gonna say times C frame dot new. In parentheses you're gonna put 0, comma, minus sign, character dot humanoid root part dot y, divide this by -2. Then you're gonna subtract that minus debris, I can spell, debris dot size dot y, right? And then you're also gonna divide that by 2, and then comma 0, then times that by C frame dot angles, right? Times that by C frame dot angles, and then math dot rad 0, comma math dot rad, put the angle variable, and then comma math dot rad 0 and stuff. I know that was a lot, so yeah. Then moving on to the next line, right, which isn't as much. We do got one more line that's actually kind of like that, though. Not gonna lie to y'all. Then we're gonna set the rotation. So debris dot rotation is equal to vector 3 dot new 0, comma 0. I think this was like 120. And then lastly, of course, what was the last thing? Oh yeah, of course we want them to be anchored. So debris dot anchored is equal to true. Then I'm gonna create the target C frame. That's the name, the name speaks for itself. So local target C frame is equal to C frame dot new. You're gonna put enemy character dot humanoid root part dot position. That's nice, bro. Position, right? You're gonna say that position, and then you're going to, I think it was add. Yeah, I believe it was add. You're gonna say plus vector 3 dot new. Offset x, comma, -2.7. Adjust this value for how high you want the debris to be. If the debris is like too high above the ground or below the ground, adjust this number as as needed, right? Then comma, offset z, right? And then you're gonna go on, I believe it was the outside, and you're gonna multiply this by C frame dot angles, right? And then for this, I think it was just, it's literally the same thing actually. We can really just copy and paste to save ourselves some time now that I honestly think about it. So you're gonna just take this part, this part again, because it was just 0, angle, and yeah. So Control C, Control V, and then boom. You're done with all the long lines now, for the most part, because the tween line isn't really that long. Then it's time to set up the tween. So you're gonna say local debris tween is equal to ts create, put the debris for the instance, comma tween info dot new. For the duration, I'm gonna go with 0.25 seconds. Then the easing style, I keep making that same mistake. Enum dot easing style, I went with bounce, right? Comma enum dot easing direction, of course, was out. And then put a comma between the parentheses, special brackets, so we can modify the tables. Or sorry, we can modify the properties. The C frame is, of course, we're setting the C frame, and that's equal to our target C frame, so we didn't have to squeeze all that in here. And enter, and then I'm going to say debris tween play, right? And then lastly, use the debris service to add the item of the debris. Then we'll wait 1.5 seconds, right? And then you'll skip up to the end, and then literally we're just removing the highlights from the enemy, and then that's it. So you're going to say for I, comma v in pairs, it's literally the same thing. Enemy character, get children, enter. You already know if v is a part, right? Oh, if v is a part or v is a mesh, not a message, mesh part, right? If v is a part or v is a mesh part, then you're gonna say local highlight is equal to v that highlight, because it should highlight should be, there should be a highlight in every single mesh part or part of the player. And then we're gonna set the highlight tween so that it fades out. So highlight tween is equal to ts create, and get the highlight instance, comma tween info dot new for the duration 0.5 seconds, comma enum dot easing style dot linear, comma enum dot easing direction and I think I'm within. So dot in, then comma, special brackets. Now we do the properties. So fill transparency is equal to 1, comma, outline transparency is equal to 1, then highlight tween, play, right? And then for the literal last thing, all we got to do is just use the debris service. Debris service add item at the highlight, and then we're just gonna wait 1 second and then destroy it. So since it'll only be invisible, and then we can go ahead and test to make sure this works. Y'all already know. Go ahead and insert an NPC so we can test. As always, if you guys want access to any one of my scripts and models, you guys can become either a channel member or a Discord subscriber. Link to either one of those options can be found in the description. Highly recommend it and stuff. And yeah, let's go ahead and test to make sure this works. Okay, it's not a lot, honestly. So I'm gonna go ahead. So I'm standing right here, and I just remembered I forgot to do something. I always forget to do this part. Always forget. Okay, so scroll all the way up to when we cast the ray. You have to multiply this by a decently big number. So it's not like before where we were just doing a basic combat system where we're just trying to throw punches and stuff. No, you got to make this pretty big because we want our range and stuff. The bigger the number, the bigger the range. So, and I just remembered we also need to do the hitbox thing. So right, I didn't forget to do this. This is actually perfect. So you're gonna go into the humanoid root part. You're gonna find the okay. And the hitbox is not there. Okay. What you guys are gonna do is you're just gonna copy and paste the code, Control C, Control V, and then you're just gonna put player.character and then player.character. Simple fixes. Because I guess since the game loads so quick and stuff, it's not counted as the character. Like it's not the character loads before this function even fires, so that our character's already loaded, so it won't fire that function. So hopefully this time we actually, I think that needs to know with human robot. Oh, of course. And I forgot, let's do a wait, workspace, wait for child, player.name to ensure that, our character is actually inside the workspace. Okay. Now, hopefully, right? And it's still not, okay. How is it still not there? Wait for child, player.character.humanoid. I'm confused. It should be here. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very confused. Because it should be here. Humanoid root parts. Yeah, I'm be real. I have no idea. Let me see if I play it. Why is it not working? It literally was working before. It's literally not giving me the hitbox. That's wild. I am so stupid. I'm so sorry, guys. I've had a long day, like I said. I completely forgot to weld the hitbox. That's why it's being created. It's just falling through the map. Okay, let's go ahead and create a weld constraint. So go up here, local weld constraint. Yeah. So look. So do this, right? I don't even think we actually need this. I just realized actually that's why. That's actually why it's not. Because I'm like I didn't need this before. So let me just double check. Okay, I'm good. So we're gonna go here, right? We're gonna go after all this, and then you're going to, I believe it's right here. Yeah, I welded it. So weld constraint is equal to instance.new quotation marks. So weld constraint parent this to the hitbox. Weld constraint dot part 1 or part 0 is equal to the hitbox. Then weld constraint dot part 1 is equal to character dot humanoid root part. I forgot because the whole point I'm supposed to do it like after I finish all the hitbox stuff. So that's that. Okay. Now let's all hope and pray. There we go. There we go. Is it on correctly? There we go. Now we've got our hitbox. Okay. So for this, what you want to do is you just want to copy it, right? And then you want to paste it into the rig's humanoid root part, right? It doesn't matter if it's R6 or R15. You gotta paste it. And it's obviously not gonna be on. Oh, well. I mean, if you get lucky, it'll be somewhat on. You may have to rotate it, and you might also have to move it and stuff. But yeah, it's really not that much. Like, you may just have to like move it down, honestly. See? Yeah, just like move it down. There we go. Okay, and then just set it back to, fully transparent. Then we go ahead and click play, and now let's test. Okay, so standard angle. If I press E key, okay, nothing's happening. Nothing. I repeat, nothing is happening. Okay. What is going on? Wait, why doesn't it? I'm so confused. Where did it go? And bro. I'm just on a roll today. Okay, make sure you go to the weld constraint and parent and weld it to the human root part. I don't know what is going on, bro. I'm just tired. Literally, it's not even that late either. Okay, since it's welded, things should work. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Max force is not a valid member of a line orientation. Wait, is that not what I'm confused? Is that not what it said? Wait, max force is not a oh, max torque. Change this to max torque. Oh, my fault, guys. But at least we know we're halfway there. Okay, so now if I try this again, and there's something character that human root part. Wait, Y is not a valid member. Oh wait, this is supposed to. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be position. Wait, where's this? I'm pretty sure this is supposed to. Yeah. Human root part that size Y. So yeah, go right here and do size dot Y. Okay, now we're getting some. I don't think I've ever had this many issues. Okay, press E. Okay, there we go. There we go, guys. Things are working now. So yeah, there we go. Except and I know why. Okay, so the reason the animation isn't playing is because it's an R15 model and it's an R6 animation. But what's supposed to happen is that the NPC should be like getting slammed to the ground and stuff. Like you would actually see their body going down. You'll see it in the short when I release it. Well, you guys probably watched the short, but yeah, you'll see it in the short. But anyway, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry for all the issues and the errors and stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely leave a like and subscribe. I'll definitely make an updated version and stuff showing you improving the code and stuff like that. If this video gets a lot of love and support and stuff, just let me know any issues or anything you guys find in the comments and stuff. And yeah, thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you all for watching.